So the Cubs' first no-hitter by a Cub or Cubs at Wrigley Field in 46 years. Ground ball, foul, third base side, right past third base coach Matt Williams. And Imanaga, the Japanese import, and he has been kind of one of their best pitchers all year long. 1-2 the count to Elliot Ramos. Now he swings, and it's a high pop fly, first base side, into foul ground is Bell, and right next to the foul line, makes the catch about 15 feet behind first base. So Ramos fouls out, 2 down.
What a rookie year for Shota Imanaga. He's 12-3. He's got a .299 earned run average. He's just had a great year.
12-3 for a club that's just barely above 500. 2 down. Here is Michael Conforto. Here's the pitch to the left-handed batter. A ball lined right past the mound, but right behind second to pick it up is Perdomo. Throws him out at first. The Giants go down in order. 1-0. Arizona after 1.
The Phillies than anybody else. That one's out to left. That's pretty well hit. Hernandez is going back on the run out to the scoreboard, and it is gone. Swinging a hot shot out toward right center field. That's got a chance. It is gone. Out to center field. That one's well hit. Going back his Pages. It is gone. He's hit one to left. He's hit one to right. And now he hits one to center field.
There goes Ohtani. Pitches in the dirt. Ohtani stolen second. 43rd for Ohtani. Driven the other way. Gurriel on the track. Gurriel to the wall. It's gone. Shohei with another shot. His 43rd. One of each tonight. Make it 43 and 43 in his hunt for history. Lone strikeout. There goes Ohtani, and he's going to steal it. Number 40 for Shohei. And so he's one swing away at this point from history. First pitch. 40-40. Walk-off grand slam. No way. What a moment. History. The 6th member of the 40-40 club makes the most dramatic entry into the club you could imagine.
You can count on. Only at Rayleigh's and Nob Hill.
This is Giants Baseball on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Here we go to the second. Arizona 1, the Giants nothing. And Eugenio Suarez leads off for the D-backs. He takes a little bit off the outside, up at the top of the zone, but off the corner for ball 1. 97-mile-an-hour fastball there from Hayden Birdsong. 1-0, the Giants are trailing. The pitch, called strike, knee-high with a fastball. By the way, it wasn't Ken Holtzman who was the last Cub to pitch a no-hitter at Wrigley Field, because 1972, the last time it was done, he wasn't a Cub any longer by then. There's a dribbler, foul. He was already with the Athletics, helping them win that year the first of their 3 consecutive World Series titles. Milt Pappas was the last Cub to pitch a no-hitter at Wrigley for the Cubs. Now a fastball is too high. 2-2 the count.
That Milt Pappas game, that was famous, wasn't it? Because I think he had a perfect game, 2 outs in the 9th, and issued a walk. Lost his perfect game.
That's exactly the way it happened. Here's the 2-2 pitch, fouled back to the screen. And he got ahead of the hitter who was pinch hitting for the pitcher. 27th batter of the game. Larry Stahl. He got ahead of him 1-2. The crowd going nuts. And then he ended up walking him. 2-2 pitch. There's a high drive into deep left field. And that ball is gone. Well, Suarez has been doing that with amazing frequency in the last several weeks. And it is now 2-0 Arizona. Eugenio Suarez with his 24th homer and his 87th run batted in of the year. So he is one of those streaks where the ball must just look huge to him. And that ball was a little bit of an off-speed pitch. He was a little out front of it and just kept the hands back. He seemed to instantly recognize it, and he just barreled it big time. There's a ball now to Guillorme, left-handed hitter.
That was impressive. That was not just a total fat hanger from Burt's. That was a pretty good pitch.
Had some tight spin to it. There's a changeup, up and away, 2-0. So Suarez with his 55th RBI in his last 55 games. 2-0 pitch, in for a called strike. Since July the 7th, which is right around the All-Star break, he had 52 RBIs, the most in all of Major League Baseball, and he's had 10 more, now 11 more than the next hitter on the list. So it's not even close. There's a called strike to Guillorme. In his last 11 games, that was his 6th home run and his 18th run batted in. Now 11 games plus the one at bat here. Now Birdsong misses in the dirt with a changeup, and it's a full count, 3-2. D-backs 2, Giants nothing. Birdsong ready, 3-2 pitch. Line drive down the left field line, slicing toward the corner, and that ball is foul. Off the netting, and we'll pause for station identification on the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
This is Giants baseball. Nothing like it.
There's a long drive to right. It's headed for the bay.
On KNBR and KNBR FM, San Francisco, a Cumulus media station.
3-2 the count to Guillorme, left-handed hitter. The pitch to him. And it's off the inside at the knees, ball 4. And that's 3 walks already by, or allowed by, Birdsong. I guess it can play with a young guy's confidence. A guy you don't walk hits a home run against you. Here is Jose Herrera. Batting left-handed, he squares the bunt, takes one in the dirt. Curveball, and a great save there by Casale, saving a would-be wild pitch. Herrera had just squared around almost the way that we used to see pitchers do in the National League when pitchers hit in a bunt situation. 1 ball, no strikes. He squares around again. And this one is called a strike at the knees. By the Numbers, sponsored by Weichert Realtors. Weichert agents have guided thousands of buyers and sellers through every facet of home ownership. Don't settle for good, go for great. Work with a Weichert agent today. Third baseman Wisely plays shallow in on the edge of the grass. First baseman Wade on the bag with the runner. Nobody out, a run in, and a runner at first. Squares around to bunt. He takes off the outside with a changeup. 2-1 the count. Well, now he's got some little bit of leverage in the count. Maybe Herrera will not be trying to give himself up. Middle infield, double play depth. He does square around and he bunts it. Back toward the mound. Birdsong over to field it. Throws low to first and it bounces in the dirt. And Luciano cannot come up with it. No, it is a sacrifice bunt. No time at bat charge to Herrera, but then the one-hop throw to first. That's the kind you would expect a first baseman, a regular first baseman, to handle, but Marco Luciano, who is not a regular first baseman and who has not established the sure-handedness that the Giants have been looking for just yet. So a bad combination, a low throw and for a guy who's been having issues handling the ball. So now here's the leadoff man, Corbin Carroll, 2 men on. The D-backs now are very anxious to put up some big numbers in this inning. 2 men on, nobody out. The top of the order at the plate. The pitch, swing and a miss. High fastball, and it's 0-2. Carroll drew a 4-pitch walk to start the game. That eventually became a run for the D-backs. 2 strikes the count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to third, to his left, Wisely. The second for 1. There was confusion as to who was covering. The ball was taken by Luciano with Fitzgerald also at second. And then Luciano spun and threw to first, and it was a little bit late. So they get just the 1 out on a ball that could have been a double play, although I say that, and Corbin Carroll is not a guy who's going to ground into many double plays. So now Guillorme at third, Herrera out at second, and Carroll at first, who is a definite threat to try and steal second base. Perdomo takes a called strike with a slider. 0-1. Here's the stretch. 1 strike pitch out of the slide step, and it's low and inside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Perdomo drew a walk his first time. A run is in. We're in the second inning, and Arizona has a 2-0 lead. Shortstop Fitzgerald shaded toward the middle against this left-handed hitter. There's a swing and a high foul off to the left into the upper deck. Milwaukee Brewers will be here next week. The Central Division leading Milwaukee Brewers, Elliot Ramos, and the Giants take on Willie Adames. Northern California native Rhys Hoskins, and the Brewers starting next Tuesday. Brewers Giants tickets at sfgiants.com/tickets. Now there is a swinging strike 3. Good slider thrown by Birdsong.
This is the Taco Bell second inning. Stop by your local Taco Bell to try their new Cantina chicken menu, and remember to live Mott's.
Well, Birdsong definitely wanted to get a strikeout there. I mean, a double play ball would have ended the inning. But Perdomo's not an automatic double play guy either. He runs pretty well. So now Jock Peterson with Carroll on a delayed steal. And he goes into second without drawing a throw. Pitch was up. And no throw made by Casale. You had Guillorme at third, who runs pretty well and very fast. Carroll going on a delayed steal, and I think they were hoping that the Giants would throw through. The 1-0 pitch now, fouled off to the left by Jock Peterson, who struck out swinging his first time. Birdsong has thrown a lot of pitches early on in this game. Throwing very high. Fastball missing on the outside at 97 miles an hour. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 down, a run in. Suarez led off the inning with a home run. Guillorme at third, Carroll at second. The 2-1 pitch. Way outside and high with a changeup. The switch hitting Josh Bell is on deck. Bell, who already is not going to run tonight with an RBI single in the first inning. This will be the 53rd pitch of the night thrown by Birdsong. Here it comes. And he's just off the outside. Ball 4. That is his second walk of the inning and his 4th walk of the first 2 innings. And now Brian Price, the Giants pitching coach, will head out to the mound. Fiesta Gigantes will be coming up a week from Sunday, September the 15th, a day of celebration and joy. Be in your seats by 12:30 before that day's game to attend Orlando Cepeda's celebration of life. The Giants' great Hall of Famer and a great favorite for many, many years. The Giants will host the Padres that day, and the first 15,000 fans will receive a Fiesta Gigantes flag presented by Coors Light. Learn more at sfgiants.com/fiesta. Well, Guillorme at third, Carroll at second, and Peterson at first. And Birdsong, the whole night has been an ordeal. Now facing Josh Bell, who singled home a run his first time. Now he hits a high drive into deep left, going back Ramos. He's at the warning track in front of the wall. He squares up and makes the catch. Well, he threw a first pitch strike, and Bell hit it pretty well.
Rookie Adrian Del Castillo in his second major league game. It's a fly ball to right field, and he's the first player in Diamondbacks history whose first career home run is a walk-off winner. Diamondbacks win it. Unbelievable. His second big league game. That's his third hit tonight. His first major league home run is a walk-off winner.
Out away from winning it. Clase's 0-2 is fouled into the glove for strike three. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to the National League. The AL's back on top with a 10th win in the last 11 All-Star games.
Well, we saw a little bit of everything. We saw power. We saw power arms. It looked really good for the National League after Shohei Ohtani hit the 3-run homer, but then quickly the American League tied it right out in the bottom of the inning and never looked back.
But if you go immediately and throw that changeup, it would be absolutely nasty.
2-2. He struck him out. There's the changeup. Tarek Skubal hangs on to the lead.
Got him. Changeup down. Strikeout number 12 matches the career high for Tarek Skubal. Head to the 8th inning. Tigers hold on to a 2-1 lead.
Hit in the air to deep left field. Back it goes. Elias Diaz puts the National League in front at 32 years old in his All-Star debut. A go-ahead home run.
You never forget your
board and more room to sit back, spread out, and relax. With nonstop routes to most islands from the Bay Area, including new routes from Sacramento to Kona and Lihue, Hawaii starts here. Visit HawaiianAirlines.com to book your vacation now.
Now back to John and Dave on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Giants now trailing 2-0 as they come up, last of the second. Tyler Fitzgerald, first ball swinging on the delivery by Zach Gallen, lofts one down the right field line into foul ground, and into a slide to make the catch is Josh Bell. Bell, along with the second baseman Guillorme, both giving chase on that one, well down the line, and Bell finally went into a slide and made the catch. And I think ordinarily they would have hoped that he would have just gotten out of the way of Guillorme. Ordinarily the second baseman's got the angle on it, and he'll take it, but Bell took it, and if you do that, I guess you better catch it, and he did. So now Lamont Wade Jr. fouls one back to the screen. Strike one. Two nothing. The Giants are trailing. Wade takes off the outside with a curveball. Zach Gallen, 29 years old, originally drafted by the Cardinals out of the University of North Carolina 8 years ago. Now Wade chops one slowly up the first base side, and maybe, 15, 20 feet from first, it kicks foul, which Wade was very happy about because that was going to be an out. On the Toyota out-of-town scoreboard, Dave mentioned the Cubs combined no-hitter to beat the Pirates. You know, I saw the Cubs made 3 errors in that game as well. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Check swing, and the curve is low and in. When's the last time you heard of a team making 3 errors in a no-hitter when their team pitched a no-hitter? 2-2 the count. The pitch on the way. Wade hammers, well, he hammers a pop-up. A little wishful thinking there. Out into shallow center, and over to get it is the shortstop, Perdomo.
Man, that was one heck of a pop-up, though.
Just missed. Popping that one right out into the Giants' garden in center field. Wow. Hard times for the Giants. 2 down, and here is Matos. Matos hitting 6th in the order, right-handed hitter. And he swings and foul tips one. And he went after that high. He's been swinging a lot of pitches out of the zone. 0-1 the count. Matos averaged at .214. He has 4 homers, 24 batted in, but they were all in about a 10-day span. He was as hot a hitter as there was on the planet there for a while. Now he takes a ball in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now he's just trying to refine his stroke. Here it comes. Fouled back to the screen. And that, he had a great cut at that one, but fouled it straight back. Now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here it is, and too high. By the way, those 3 errors the Cubs committed in that game were all 3 by Isaac Paredes, the third baseman. He made 2 throwing errors, and he booted a ground ball as well. So maybe Imanaga was even better than it looked. Here's a high, tight fastball to make the count full, 3-2. Combined no-hitter at Wrigley Field today on the Toyota out-of-town scoreboard. Here the Giants are trailing 2-0. 2 down, 3-2 pitch. Curveball, a check swing, and no. It's a walk for Matos. The appeal was lodged to the first base umpire, Ryan Adderton, and he spread the palms flat and said, no. He didn't. So now Marco Luciano. Atlanta won its game over Colorado 5-2. Charlie Morton got the best of the young Blaylock. Now here's a curve. In for a called strike. He stole a strike from the rookie. For the Braves, just a half game ahead of the Mets for that 3rd and final wild card spot. The Mets won their game over Boston 8-3 in New York. Pitch to the right-handed hitter. A foul tip. That was a slider. Up a little bit on the outer part of the plate near the corner. And he just barely got a piece of it. So now Luciano is behind 0-2. Luciano, .286 average and 49 big league at-bats. No homers, 2 batted in. 2-strike pitch. And the curveball in the dirt. 1-2. All off-speed stuff so far from Gallen to Luciano. Gallen with the high set. The right-hander sets and throws to first. Matos dives safely back to the base. Milwaukee coming in here next Tuesday for a 3-game series. The Brewers playing the Cardinals, and they're in extra innings in Milwaukee. 2-2, top of the 10th inning. Now the 1-2 pitch. And that is low with a changeup. So still all off-speed stuff here so far to Marco Luciano. The set, the pitch. Low and outside with another changeup. Well, he's shown some plate discipline here. Full count. Josh Bell, the first baseman, stays on the bag with Matos, who will be off and running here. There he goes. The pitch is low. He threw him to the bitter end. He stayed with all off-speed stuff. That was the curveball. And he dropped it out of the strike zone, which generally with 2 strikes, that's what a pitcher who's got the good curveball will try to do. But Luciano gets a walk. And Luciano, the first 2 pitches that he saw, one was called a strike and one was a slider that he fouled. And Gallen never threw him another strike, and he never swung the bat again. Now Wisely, a check swing and a foul off to the left. Fastball up and in. He started to the bat forward, then kind of leaned away from it, but the ball glanced off the bat. Base hit could mean a run here. The Giants trailing 2-0. Matos at second, Luciano at first. Both ready to take off at the crack of the bat with 2 down in the inning. Now time taken, and Wisely backs away. Dbacks with single runs in each of the first 2 innings and a 2-0 lead. 2 on, 2 out. The pitch. Outside. But he's been oh so careful against these Giants hitters, and I don't know if he's just a little off with his control all of a sudden, or he just thinks that they're all young guys who'll swing at anything. But now he's got a 1-1 count. Delivers. And a changeup. Swung on and missed. And he got Wisely thinking that was a fastball, and he let out a big rip, and the ball wasn't quite there yet. Gallen on top. Throws. And there's a fastball. It's been a while. And he missed with it too low. 2-2 the count. His first pitch to Wisely was a fastball. It was not a strike, but it inadvertently hit the bat as he was leaning away from it. Now he swings here at a changeup and bounces it foul off to the right. Pretty good job there to fight off a tough changeup down and in. And they're really making Gallen work hard in this inning now. 2-2 the count. He got the first 2 hitters very quickly. Fitzgerald on a foul out and Wade on a pop out. And then he walked Matos and walked Luciano. 2-2 pitch to Wisely. And that is low with another changeup. 3-2. So the runners will get that running start now. Matos from second, Luciano from first. The outfield spread out straight away. The infield with a shortstop. Perdomo playing up the middle, playing in the pull. There's really nobody at shortstop now. The set, the runners go. The pitch in the dirt, and he walks another one. A curveball. It bounced in the dirt, and the bases are loaded. Free of charge, 3 consecutive 2-out walks. This is not something I'm sure the D-backs are used to seeing from Zach Gallen. Now, the pitching coach, Brent Strom's going to go out to talk with him. Gallen, before tonight, was averaging right around 3 walks per 9 innings, which is maybe that's kind of an average figure. But now he's walked 3 in the inning, including 3 in a row. Very unusual.
And you said it during Luciano's at bat, but it applies to all 3 of them. I mean, that's 3 young guys against a veteran who's been one of the best pitchers in the league. All 3 of them fell behind in the count, and all 3 of them showed a lot of discipline to not chase and draw those walks. That's pretty impressive.
So that leaves it to Kurt Casale now, who will try and put the Giants on the board. They trail 2-0. Bases loaded. Right-handed hitter, the pitch to him. And he drops in a curveball for a called strike. And that's exactly what he was trying to do, to steal one. Right-hander against right-hander. Gallen ready, delivers. Fouled back to the screen. That was a high slider, belled high right out over the plate, but a foul straight back. He did attack that one, but now he's behind 0-2. Casale, never renowned for his hitting. He's had 85 at-bats for the year and a 176 average. Now he swings and got a fastball right in the hands and fouled it back to the screen. He was not trying to launch that one. He had the protective swing, and he was able to fight it off. 2 strikes the count. 3 men on, 2 men out. The pitch on the way. Curve, and it's low. 1-2. That's the kind of pitch that the Giants have been taking, starting with Matos, then Luciano, then Wisely, the rookies you were talking about, Dave. 1-2 the count. Gallen will try it again. He pitches a curveball, and that's low again. 2-0. Man, I don't think they've swung at a 2-strike curveball yet. 4 straight hitters, and none of them has ended up being a strike. Bases loaded, 2 down. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yastrzemski on deck. Here's the pitch. Curveball bounced foul, third base side. Well, that curveball was up, and Casale was able to kind of lunge after it as it broke to the outside and bounce it foul up the third base side. Giants have not had a hit, but they have just drawn 3 straight 2-out walks. 2-2 the count to Casale. The pitch. Fastball too high. And it was not that close. Outside corner, but very high. Up around the lettering on the shirt of Casale. So now he has run out of room in which to maneuver. The bases are loaded. There's nowhere to put him. There go the runners. The pitch is swung on and missed. He struck him out. And after all of that, Gallen, and how many did he throw? He must have thrown 10 or 12 of them. He finally got the swing at that curveball that broke down.
Ground ball up the middle. Polanco smothers, flips it out of the glove. Rehas a bare hand. In time, the double play of the year. How can you not smile about that one? It's a terrific play all the way around. Wasn't sure he's going to get to it. The flip, barehanded, and then able to get the throw off to finish the double play. Yeah, Logan likes it. High lift the opposite way. MJ Melendez is into the corner, and you talk about a basket catch, and it's true as form. Hot start for that guy out there. Again, this one a little straightened out a little bit more. Let's see. Into the corner. What we got? He's got them both! He got them both! Jerry, give that man a contract.
I'm Paul Steens, and welcome to Players Weekend.
He struck him out. How do you like this show? He has a flair about him.
When I think of fun in our game right now, I think of guys like O'Neal, Cruz, Ellie De La Cruz, Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, Mike Trout's fun to watch. When I'm off the field, I like to fish, cook. That's about it. There are a lot of people I can thank for helping me get here. First and foremost, my parents.
The Cantina Chicken Burrito isn't just for late night, because it keeps it light with slow-roasted shredded chicken and finely shredded purple cabbage in a freshly grilled tortilla that's not shredded. Introducing the new Cantina Chicken Burrito, only at Taco Bell. Now, back to Giants Gloves Poppin' on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
First pitch called strike to Jake McCarthy. We start the third inning, 2-0 Arizona. Here's Dave Fleming.
Thank you, John. Birdsong. 0-1 pitch off the outside with a curve. And the count is 1-1. We got a shot of Birdsong while that Giants rally was happening in the second. He was just kind of pacing around in the dugout. Yeah, it was a long half inning. Now a liner over the leaping attempt of Luciano into right field. Another curve, and this time McCarthy went down and sort of golfed it into right field. So Jake McCarthy's got his first hit. It's the third hit for the Diamondbacks. They've had a lot of base runners. 3 hits, plus they've drawn 4 walks. And they had about a reach on an error. Here's Pavin Smith. He takes a strike. Changeup from Birdsong, who needs to throw strikes. And it's the thing about this Diamondbacks team that makes them so good. There's a reason why they're the top run-scoring team in all of baseball. 0-1 pitch. Very high. It's like they've found the perfect balance of if you don't throw strikes, they take, and you walk them. And if you do, they are on the attack. And they can do damage. So they're a tough team to pitch to. Here's the 1-1. That one's in the dirt. But I still think you're just much better off, even against a team like this, being on the attack. And Birdsong has been falling behind over and over again. He's behind here. 2-1 to Pavin Smith, who lined out his first time up. 2-1 pitch. Outside with a fastball, 3-1. Coming to you live from the Hawaiian Airlines broadcast booth. Giants had Spencer Bivens up in the second inning. If Birdsong walks Pavin Smith here, they might well get Bivens up again. Here's the 3-1. McCarthy runs. Pitch taken for a strike. The throw is late. Just didn't have much on it at all. So McCarthy, 3-1. Probably not a straight steal. It's not a hit and run. It's some hybrid of the two. And McCarthy was peeking back, but he got a good enough jump, and he's got great speed to steal the base. Full count, 3-2. Diamondbacks have 2 steals already in this game. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good high fastball. So give Birdsong credit. He came back and retired Smith. 1 out. That's his 4th strikeout. For every strikeout by Giants pitchers, Golden State will make a donation to the Junior Giants. Sponsored by Golden State. When you succeed, we succeed. Visit us today at goldenstatelumber.com. Here's the pitch to Eugenio Suarez, and that fastball very high. Ball 1. Suarez homered back in the second, his 24th home run of the year, and John gave the numbers. He's just been red hot. 1-0 pitch. Changeup taken low for ball 2. Because really it was a good pitch from Birdsong. Maybe not perfect, but pretty good. Two 2-0 the count. That one is very high. 3-0. Birdsong wants a new ball. Birdsong always talks to himself out on the mound. That's just kind of part of his MO. Tonight he's doing a lot of talking out there. Looks back to second. Here's his 3-0 pitch. Suarez takes a strike. Kind of a high slider. 3-1. Suarez got off to just kind of like an impossibly bad start this year. The pitch. And that is ball 4. Fastball away. So another walk. That's 5 walks in 2 1/3 innings. There's Luis Guillorme. He walked last inning in his first plate appearance. The Alaska Airlines buy one, get one flight voucher is back. Friday, September 13th. All fans in attendance get a BOGO voucher for you and a guest to fly with Alaska Airlines. The pitch. Guillorme takes a curve in the dirt. That's the Giants and the Padres. Tickets available at sfgiants.com/Alaska. Terms and conditions apply. Diamondbacks 2, Giants nothing. 2 on, 1 out. Birdsong is teetering. Giants have the bullpen going again. 1-0 pitch. And that's a strike with a fastball. Hayden Birdsong, his first few starts were so exciting and impressive. But he's got work to do. 1-1 pitch. Guillorme rolls one on the ground softly to the right side. Luciano fields, and his play will be to first. Just not hit hard enough and not hit directly at Luciano to think about a double play, and not even hit hard enough to get the runner at second. So both runners advance. McCarthy to third, Suarez to second, Guillorme out, 2 down for the 9th place hitter, the catcher Herrera, who reached on the sac bunt and then the throwing error. The pitch. Herrera takes a strike. Good change up there at the knees, 0-1. Nothing D-backs here in the top of the third. Second and third, 2 down. 0-1 pitch. Herrera takes low. Another change up. Giants outfield defense pretty much straight away. Yastrzemski just slightly towards left center field and maybe just a little more shallow than usual. Herrera hasn't had a full season, but he also has not hit a home run. Just hasn't shown much power. The 1-1. Way up and outside. 2-1. Man, that's a big miss with the fastball. That's one of the major issues for Birdsong to work on. Two and one. He throws, and Herrera takes a slider low. 3-1. Kirk Casale's frustrated. Giants catcher kind of winged that one back at Birdsong. This is the 9th place hitter. You got Corbin Carroll, who's been about as hot as anybody in the league on deck. If you walk Herrera, the bases are loaded. 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed. He threw him a changeup, 3-2, and he just has no command right now of anything. That was a good changeup, but I don't think there's a single pitch that he's just feeling super confident about throwing for a strike. Big pitch here, 3-2. He throws, and Herrera grounds it to second. Luciano has this one, and he throws out Herrera. That is out number 3. Well, Birdsong, you got to give him credit there. He was teetering, but he found a way to.
Wow, 105.
Can't let anything go by.
105.
105.1. That was a legit 105 right there. That's
strike 3 call. 105 on the inner edge. 105 miles an hour. Catches Machado looking, and all he can do is bow to the great Aroldis Chapman of the Pirates.
And that'll bring up Rizzo, sitting on 299 career home runs. High fly ball, deep right center. That ball is gone. See ya. Home run number 300 for Anthony Rizzo. A 2-run shot, and the Yankees lead 15-5. 161st player in big league history to hit that number 300.
Ohtani stalls another baseball. Base hit in right field. Pages struts home. 3-0 Dodgers.
That came off the bat at 119 miles an hour. Like, if I'm playing first, I don't want any part of that. That's the hardest of his career, 119.2, wow. If you're keeping track at home. I mean, thank goodness that wasn't at somebody.
Justin Allegri and Hall of Famer Mike Pawlowski with the pregame show at 11:30 a.m. and kickoff at 12:30 on the Home for Cal Football, 8:10 a.m. The Spread.
We are KNBR, the sports leader, your home for Giants baseball.
Mike Yastrzemski, top of the order for the Giants here in the last of the third. Giants are trailing 2-0. As we come to you live from the Hawaiian Airlines broadcast booth. Giants don't have a hit yet. They pushed Zach Gallen hard in the second inning with 3 walks, but he did not allow a run. Yastrzemski takes, wow, all the tight calls from Quinn Wolcott, and that pitch was way low and called a strike. Say way low. That was definitely the lowest strike of the game. Here's a fastball right down the middle for strike 2. So the count is 0-2 to Yaz, who struck out in the first inning against Zach Gallen. Here's the pitch. Yastrzemski checks his swing on a changeup low and accidentally made contact, but he hit it foul. Didn't put it in play. So that's a positive. It's a small positive, but it is a positive. He lives to see another pitch. And on that pitch, he strikes out swinging. Curve in the dirt. And so Yaz is 0 for 2 with 2 swinging strikeouts. You could join Giants broadcasters. Maybe you've heard of them. Dwayne Kuiper, John Miller, and Dave Fleming, along with Matt Williams, Kirk Reeder, and Ron Wotus on the 9th annual Giants Vacation in Paradise. Fairmont Kealani on Maui is the host site. Ramos swing and a miss on a curveball, strike 1. Space is limited. You could book right now, sfgiants.com/vacations.
Man, I'd like to go on that one.
Yeah, sounds like a great group. Really fun people. Here's a foul straight back out of play.
Yeah. And even so, I'd like to go. We've been to that resort. Fairmont Kealani.
It's beautiful.
Wailea.
0-2 pitch. Off the outside. And I think since we were last there, I think they did like a full renovation.
Huge.
Well, I can't wait to see it. 1-2 pitch is grounded sharply, but right to short. Perdomo's got it. He throws out Ramos, 2 down.
Still on the beach, though.
The beach is still there. It's a beautiful little beach. Great body surfing. Some good snorkeling. They'll lend you an ocean kayak. I paddled. It felt like I was halfway to Lanai.
We thought you weren't coming back.
Yeah, well, I was tempted.
Is Dave coming back or
keep
what?
Going. Conforto takes a curve for a strike.
We didn't know you were sort of a world-class kayaker, distance kayaker.
Maybe bit off a little more than I could chew, but I made it back. Conforto fouls this one away. It's 0-2. Anyway, it's a beautiful spot, and we hope to see many of you there in December in Maui. Meanwhile, here on this beautiful San Francisco night, it's 2-0 Diamondbacks, 2 outs, nobody on. 0-2 pitch. Conforto drives one to right field. McCarthy back quickly to make the catch. Out number 3. Conforto hit it hard, but with a lot of topspin. And so he's retired. The Giants.
Wow, 105.
Can't let anything go by.
105.
105.1. That was a legit 105 right there. That's
Strike 3 call. 105 on the inner edge. 105 miles an hour. Catches Machado looking, and all he can do is bow to the great Aroldis Chapman of the Pirates.
Cam Collier out towards right field. This one heading back for the bullpen at the wall. See you later. Cam Collier breaks this one open. A 1-0 lead on a 1-0 pitch.
Cam Collier, MVP of the 2024 All-Star Futures Game.
It was an amazing moment. It's something I'll never forget.
Will set the stage for Xavier Edwards. Selfishly looking for a single to complete the cycle. Towards short, Adames has it, gets rid of it quick, and he's safe! It's a single, and it's a cycle!
The second ever cycle in Marlins franchise history belongs to Xavier Edwards. It took 30 years, a rise, and now Edwards
Policy with home, condo, or renters, you'll earn a multi-policy discount. Easy to bundle, easy to save. Visit Progressive.com.
Giants fans, stream the sports leader on the all-new KNBR app. Now back to the orange and black.
Well, Giants go to their bullpen. Spencer Bivens will take over. And for Hayden Birdsong, another just painfully short start with too many pitches. Really did some good things. Corbin Carroll, first pitch swinging against Bivens, hits a pop-up down the left field line, and it's going to fall on the warning track foul. Wisely was chasing, but couldn't get there. Foul ball, strike one. So Bivens takes over for Birdsong. And look, all this is part of the learning experience for Hayden, who's so talented, but obviously still not just raw, but the pitch to Carroll, and he pops it up on the infield. Actually, in foul ground, now Casale comes into fair territory in front of home plate and makes a pretty nifty catch. Out number one. That wasn't easy.
And even Corbin Carroll, in fact, he might have been leading the cheering that he caught that one, because it would have been very embarrassing. He was still in the batter's box, never moved out of the box until all of a sudden Casale moved into fair territory.
Well, and I think for Corbin Carroll, the wind pushed that one. That was 10 feet foul when he first looked up at it, and then it was a shock to his system when he saw it being blown fair. So you're right. Here's a ball to Perdomo.
It's almost like a thank God he caught it. Would have been a little humiliating.
So Bivens retires Carroll. Now a ball outside, 2-0.
Because let's face it, Carroll is a real fast guy, one of the fastest in the game. That's his game. If he runs hard on that ball and then it's not caught, he might end up at second.
2-0 pitch, ground ball to second. Luciano's got it. And he throws out Perdomo, 2 down. Hayden Birdsong ends up going the 3 innings. Gave up only 3 hits. But he walked 5 through 77 pitches. And he's in the dugout, and he looks despondent. The pitch to Jock Peterson from Bivens. He hits a high pop-up, shallow center field. Fitzgerald going out, but Yastrzemski coming in, and he'll catch it. That is out number 3. Spencer Bivens retires the top of the order very quickly and efficiently. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th.
Rookie Adrian Del Castillo in his second major league game. It's a fly ball to right field, and he's the first player in Diamondbacks history whose first career home run is a walk-off winner. Diamondbacks win it. Unbelievable. His second big league game. That's his 3rd hit tonight. His first major league home run is a walk-off winner.
Welcome to the big leagues, Rhys Hines. What a way to splash in the show. Big league debut, big league bomb. What an arrival on the biggest stage in baseball. Rhys Hines makes baseball history. The first man ever to launch 5 extra base hits in his first 2 games. At the wall, gone. The rookie continues to rank. The first big league grand slam for Rhys Hines.
In the air to deep left field. Back it goes. Elias Diaz puts the National League in front at 32 years old in his All-Star debut. A go-ahead home run.
You never forget your first All-Star game. You are never going to forget your first potential game-winning homer.
Ramirez swings and misses. The National League's finally back on top. First All-Star game win since 2012.
StubHub is the official resale marketplace of the San Francisco Giants.
Since 1965, the Putnam Family Dealerships has been committed to your long-term satisfaction. From the moment you step into the showroom or service department, you become family. Our goal is to offer you a shopping experience you'll enjoy, an experience that's driven by you. Shop PutnamAuto.com.
This is Miller and Fleming on KNBR FM and AM, the sports leader.
Bottom 4, 2-0 Diamondbacks. Tyler Fitzgerald against Zach Gallen. The right-hander pitches, and Fitzgerald takes a curveball called a strike. The 21st out of the game ended the top of this 4th inning. Sponsored by 21st Amendment's Hell or High Watermelon Wheat Beer, summer in a can. Here's a curve in the dirt, taken for a ball. Our Ask the Announcer question sponsored by Honda. Hurry into your local Honda dealer today. First, the 1-1 pitch. Fitzgerald takes this fastball low, 2-1. We had a shot, and I mentioned how Birdsong just was, he looked almost inconsolable in the dugout. Very unhappy, I think. Only gave up the 2 runs, didn't get hit very hard. Suarez hit the home run. Here's a foul tip by Fitzgerald on a 2-1 fastball. It's 2-2. And it was interesting that it was, of all people, it was the Giants hitting coach, Pat Burrell, who was over there sitting next to Birdsong, kind of had his hand on his knee, and was having a heart-to-heart with the Giants starting pitcher. 2-2, got him swinging a slider, and Fitzgerald strikes out. So Tyler is 0 for 2, 1 out. And here's Lamont Wade Jr.
But I think there were some positives because he's facing the highest scoring team in the majors, and he spent a good portion of his evening not knowing where the ball was going. He was constantly in trouble. But the D-backs, the hottest hitting team on the planet, went 1 for 10 in their at-bats with runners in scoring position.
Here's a fastball low.
So when he needed his stuff was pretty good.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss by Wade. Man, just a wild swing on a 1-0 changeup. Well, I think it's one of the takeaways for Birdsong's rookie year, which has been up and down for sure. More up early, more down lately. Wade fouls this one off. But he is in the top 15% still, even with his recent struggles, of all pitchers in the big leagues in what they call whiff rate. So getting those swings and misses, and he does it with all of his pitches. 1-2 is just low. 2-2. That could have been strike 3, a curveball. Birdsong also, he got squeezed by this umpire, Quinn Wolcott. Very small strike zone. 2-2, got him. So that changeup just totally befuddling Lamont Wade. He is not reading that changeup. 2 down. Base is empty. That's the 5th strikeout for Gallen. The Giants, they still don't have a hit in this game. They're down 2-0. They don't have a hit. Here's Luis Matos. Matos drew a walk. So did Luciano. So did Wisely. All back in the 2nd. Those are the only Giants base runners. Here's a strike, the curveball.
Well, and since those guys all got walks, taking 2-strike pitches with impunity.
0-1, swing and a miss on a slider.
And we've seen that it's not that easy as they made it look against a guy like Gallen. He's had a lot of guys swinging and missing at the low changeup out of the zone, the curveball that ends up out of the zone, that both pitches that look like strikes coming in.
Oh, 0-2. He bounces a slider, taken for a ball. Well, Matos, he's been in a 2-strike count, it seems like, the whole game, and he is being pretty disciplined here. The 1-2 pitch. Matos. Wow, strike 3 call. That was low and away. Who the heck knows? Matos called out, and Gallen strikes out the side.
Rookie Adrian Del Castillo in his 2nd major league game. It's a fly ball to right field, and he's the first player in Diamondbacks history whose first career home run is a walk-off winner. Diamondbacks win it. Unbelievable. His 2nd big league game. That's his 3rd hit tonight. His first major league home run is a walk-off winner.
Drives one to deep left field. It is back, and it is gone. 3-run home run for Manny Machado. A blast in Seoul, South Korea. Padres take a 15-11 lead.
Oh, my goodness. It was a changeup. It was a hanger, middle in above the belt buckle, and there was no doubt about this one.
High fly ball. Deep center. Cows are back. Track. Wall. See ya. Back-to-back. Soto and Judge. 6-1 Yanks. That's a new Yankee team record. 34 home runs before the All-Star break. He was in a tie with Maris. So he has 34 before the break. And he's going to Texas for the All-Star game.
No sweaty guy. Amazon One Medical. Healthcare just got less painful.
Hey, sports fans, it's Murph here for my friends at Bigelow Tea. Every season is Bigelow Tea season, and that's why Bigelow is the #1 tea in the Bay Area. I've been known throughout the day to be seen with Bigelow Tea in my mug. Bigelow Tea. Grab a mug and tea proudly.
Listen to Giants baseball on your smart speaker. Just say play KNBR.
Inning number 5, 2-0. The Giants trail the Diamondbacks. 5th inning, sponsored by TimberTech. TimberTech decking and railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Here's John.
All right, Dave. Bell knocked in the first run with a single to center. Switch hitter batting left-handed. He flied out deep to left to leave the bases loaded back in the 2nd inning. He takes the ball down and away. 2-0 the count. Switch hitter batting left-handed. Huge hulking presence at the plate. And Bivens misses off the outside with a changeup. 3-0. Birdsong went 3. Allowed 2 runs on 3 hits. Had 5 walks. A home run allowed. 3-0 pitch. Right down the middle for a called strike. And it's 3-1. But the Dbacks, who last night they went 5 for 10 as a team. 500 average with runners in scoring position. Tonight they're 1 for 10. Swinging a high foul out of play. Off to the left. And all of that was against the starter, Hayden Birdsong. He walked 5, gave up 3 hits. There were a couple of steals. There was a throwing error. There's a foul back to the screen on a high fastball. Still 3-2. The Dbacks, who that's part of their success, is just their great ability to hit in the clutch. 3-2 pitch, bounced foul up the first base side. Came into the game tonight with a .287 batting average with runners in scoring position. With the bases loaded, hitting .381 coming into this game. 3-2 pitch. Topped foul back behind the plate. Let's pause now for station identification on the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
When the game is over, hear the post-game wrap with John, Dave, Kruk, and Kite on KNBR and KNBR FM, San Francisco.
3-2 the count to Josh Bell, leading off in the 5th inning for Arizona. The D-backs with a 2-0 lead. And Spencer Bivens sets, throws, bounced foul just off to the right over to Jake McCarthy, who's on deck. 2025 ticket memberships are available now. Become a member for exclusive access, benefits, and savings. Choose from full, partial, and flexible membership plans. Learn more at sfgiants.com/memberships. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Josh Bell. The pitch on the way. Bounced foul up the first base side. He has thrown 10 pitches to him now. A lot of them sinkers. A couple of changeups. And Bell is still up there. Bivens tries it again. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that time he came back with the sweeping breaking ball at 81 miles an hour. Well, Took him a while to do it, but he struck him out on 11 pitches. One away.
Now that's some persistence.
Stick to it. Here's McCarthy. And there's a called strike at the knees. He threw that same pitch with which he just struck out Bell to get strike one to McCarthy. Knee high, big sweeping breaking ball. McCarthy is struck out looking and singled. Now he takes one in the dirt. That was the changeup at 89 miles an hour. D-backs with a 2-0 lead over the Giants. D-backs 2 runs on 3 hits. Giants do not have a hit. 1-1 pitch. Little bouncer off the first base side of the mound. Bivens over to get it, and then makes the quick underhanded feed to Lamont Wade Jr. from, he was maybe 15 feet from Wade by that time, to retire the speedy McCarthy. Dave, it's time now for the leaderboard update. Sponsored by Bank of America, proud sponsor of the Junior Giants, helping inspire tomorrow's leaders on and off the field. What a crazy night for baseball in Chicago. Here's the pitch now to Pavin Smith. A strike on the inside. The Cubs pitching a no-hitter at Wrigley Field, their home ballpark, for the first time in 52 years. Meanwhile, the other Chicago team, the White Sox, having an infamous season. There's a ball low and outside, 1-1 to Pavin Smith. They were trying to win for the first time in 2 weeks, and for the 5th time since the All-Star break. It was their 47th game since the All-Star break. They were playing the Baltimore Orioles in Baltimore, no less. Here's the ball down and away, and they won. And they won like they'd been doing it all the time. They won 8-1 over one of the best teams in the game this year, the Baltimore Orioles, at Camden Yards. Now here's a fastball, and he got the low strike there, and it's 2-2 to Pavin. So what's the bigger story in Chicago, or the most surprising story? The first no-hitter by the Cubs at Wrigley Field in 52 years, or the first win by the White Sox
in 52 years?
A ground ball foul on the first. That's probably what it feels like if you remember the White Sox right now. 2-2 to Pavin Smith. They had 8 runs and 15 hits against the Orioles tonight, and Baltimore only scored 1 run. Baltimore scored 22 runs in the first 2 games of that series. 2-2 pitch, fouled back to the screen. That was a belt-high fastball right out over the plate. Smith has lined out to first, and he just annihilated that liner. And Lamont Wade leapt and caught it. And then Smith struck out in the 3rd against Birdsong. 2-2 pitch. There's a drive into deep right center field. Hit really well. Way back there, still going. It's gone. Into the Arizona bullpen. About midway between the 391 in straightaway center and the 415 in deep right center. 3-0 Arizona. The D-backs with their 2nd home run of the game. Pavin Smith, a former first-round draft choice. He was the 7th player in the whole draft chosen 7 years ago, coming out of the University of Virginia. But it has never really happened for him in the big leagues yet. But he showed some of that power that they love on that one. Now a liner into right field. Quickly in and reaching down to make a knee-high catch is Matos to retire Suarez, who hit that one hard. Inning over. But another run for the D-backs, and now a 3-0 Arizona lead after 4.5. Luciano coming up for the Giants on the...
Another baseball, base hit in right field. Pajes struts home. 3-0 Dodgers.
That came off the bat at 119 miles an hour.
Like, if I'm playing first, I don't want any part of that. That's the hardest of his career, 119.2, wow. If you're keeping track at home. I mean, thank goodness that wasn't at somebody.
Ohtani with a man aboard in one away. Smashes this ball. Forget about it. Marte doesn't even move. It's gone. 2-0 LA. The 176th of Ohtani's career. He stands alone for Japanese-born sluggers. 176 Major League home runs, passing Hideki Matsui.
His teammates know how special that was for him.
Official healthcare provider of the San Francisco Giants.
Back to Orange and Black Bats Kraken on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Now the Giants into the last of the fifth, trailing 3-0. Marco Luciano leads off against Zach Gallen, and he drives one into right field. Going back is Carroll. Now at the edge of the track, he squares up and makes the catch in front of the 365-foot marker. Luciano hit that one very solidly. One of the better hit balls of the game so far for the Giants. So he's gone. He walked his first time. And now here comes Brett Wisely, who also walked. 2 down and nobody on in the second. The Giants drew 3 straight walks. First of them by Matos, and with Matos aboard, Luciano walked. And then with the 2 of them on there, Wisely walked. Wisely takes a called strike. 3-0. The Giants are trailing. Now Wisely has to lean back from a high tight fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike. 3 runs and 4 hits for the D-backs, including 2 home runs. Giants no runs and no hits. Now a foul came up off the dirt and hit the leg of Brett Wisely. 1-2 the count. D-backs got a run in the first inning. Josh Bell singled home a run. Then Suarez homered with the bases empty in the second. And then Smith a home run here in the fifth. 3-0, Arizona leading. Gallen delivers. Outside with a fastball. 2-2 the count. Kurt Casale on deck. Again, Gallen kicks, throws. Ground ball to first. Over to his right. Bell's got it. Underhands to Gallen covering for the out. 2 down. We're coming to you live from the Hawaiian Airlines broadcast booth at Oracle Park in San Francisco. On the Toyota out-of-town scoreboard, the New York Yankees are just getting clobbered by the Rangers tonight. Rangers who beat them on a come-from-behind walk-off grand slam last night. Tonight took a 10-2 lead into the ninth inning. However, now Casale grounds one foul past Matt Williams, the third base coach, and down the line. The Yankees have now scored 4 runs in the ninth inning on a grand slam by Trent Grisham. Now the pitch, Casale bounces a curveball foul back behind the plate. Strike 2. Grisham was in the spot where Juan Soto had started the game and who had already had a home run and a double and a single. Casale takes just a little bit low with a slider, and it's 1-2. Casale struck out his first time. And in Grisham's first at bat of the game, he hit a grand slam. So now it's 10-6. 1-2 pitch. And a check swing on a curve. Too low. 2-2 the count. Two down, bases empty, 3-0, Arizona leading. And that is a fastball right in there for a called strike 3. Giants still without a...
Rookie Adrian Del Castillo in his second Major League game. It's a fly ball to right field, and he's the first player in Diamondbacks history whose first career home run is a walk-off winner. Diamondbacks win it. Unbelievable. His second big league game. That's his third hit tonight. His first Major League home run is a walk-off winner.
Here's Raffy, 27 home runs for the season, 199 in his career.
High drive center field. McCarthy backing up, turning around. She's gone. Number 200 for Raffy Devers. Over the center field wall at Fenway Park. A 3-run shot here against Arizona as he touches home plate, his 200th.
Well, another big night in July for Gino Suarez. 2 more homers. He's also singled. He's got 4 RBIs. How about 3? Gino Suarez has hit 3 home runs. His second career 3-homer game. And it's been numbers 14, 15, and 16 for Gino.
Digital member deal online or in the Rayleigh's app to get packs of fresh bone-in pork shoulder roast for $1.97 a pound. Limit 2 packs. Member deals you can count on. Only at Rayleigh's in Nob Hill.
Now back to Giants Gloves Poppin' on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Inning number 6, Arizona to the plate with a 3-0 lead, and first ball swinging is Guillorme on a curveball, and he bounces it foul, facing Spencer Bivens. Bivens back for his 3rd inning of work in relief of Hayden Birdsong, who went the first 3. Pitch count got him 77 pitches after 3. Now Guillorme, the left-handed batter, lifts a foul off the third base side and back into the lower deck. Now 2 strikes. Herrera, the 9th place hitter, is on deck. Bivens throws. He struck him out looking with a fastball. Second strikeout for Bivens, who's only allowed 1 hit, although it was a rather loud hit, a long home run in the right center field by Pavin Smith in the 5th inning. Here is Herrera. He gave himself up with a sacrifice bunt and then ended up reaching base when Birdsong threw the ball to first in the dirt. And Luciano over from second to cover at first base. Could not handle it. Although it ultimately did not result in any more scoring for the D-backs. There's the ball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Herrera. Herrera grounded out with 2 men aboard to end the 3rd inning. That was the final batter Birdsong faced. 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Good changeup, and it's 1-2. Corbin Carroll is on deck. Yankees are still batting, and Bruce Bochy had to bring in his closer, all-star closer, Kirby Yates, in that game. In that 9th inning, an inning that they began with an 8-run lead. Now it's 10-6, and there's 2 men on. 2-2 the count to Herrera. Bivens pitches, and that is right at the knees. Strike 3 call. So 2 consecutive called 3rd strike. Both of them showed up as in the strike zone on the StatCast computerized zone. Beautifully thrown, and not just barely on the extremity, but clearly in the strike zone. Here now is Carroll. And he hits a drive into right field, back into his left. Matos onto the warning track, jumps and makes the catch right between the 4th and 5th archways. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down. Now to
your signature swing, Scorpio, but your success can also be attributed to your infallible intuition. You can sense when a pitch is headed toward the strike zone, which adds a special edge to your game. Leading into this hidden superpower will keep your opponents baffled when you knock another big hit to bring your team to victory.
Wow, 105.
Can't let anything go by.
105.
105.1. That was a legit 105 right there. That's
Strike three call, 105 on the inner edge. 105 miles an hour. Catches Machado looking, and all he can do is bow to the great Aroldis Chapman of the Pirates. It's this ball hard, way back to right field. Soto doesn't even move. Ohtani has homered in the All-Star game. 28 so far in the regular season. And in his second at-bat in the All-Star game, he launches a no-doubt 3-run home run.
Well, he is so strong, so tall, and has leverage with that bat in the zone. I believe he gets a split in the middle of the plate and didn't miss it. He hasn't missed many with the Dodgers.
The PGA Tour. The Procore Championship, September 12th through the 15th. For tickets, go to ProcoreChampionship.com. Now back to John and Dave on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Mike Yastrzemski swinging and missing at the first pitch. Change. Yaz has been sort of the antithesis of the patient approach that those three rookies had in the second. He has been swinging at low changeups and low curveballs every time he's been up there, including the first pitch in this sequence. Now he takes a curve and doesn't swing as this one is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just not picking up those pitches apparently from Gallen. Now Gallen pitches, and that's a changeup. Swung on and missed. That was in the strike zone though, and I think it would have been called a strike, but right on the outside corner, right at the knees. Yaz has struck out each of his first 2 plate appearances against Gallen in this game. 3-0. The Giants are behind, last of the 6th. Now Yaz swings and fouls one down off his left or his right foot, the front foot or leg. 1-2 the count. Yaz has had some success in the past. 23 at-bats before this game at a .304 average against Gallen. 1-2 pitch, and he fouls that one. That is that low curveball that ended up dropping down below the knees. 1-2. He did get a piece of it to stay alive. He has 3 doubles in those 7 hits. He's walked 3 times, so he's had, against a guy like Gallen, that's pretty good success. The 1-2 pitch. And that's down and in with a cutter. 90-mile-an-hour cutter. He's got so many different looks that he can give a hitter. 2-2 the count. He winds, he throws. And Yaz fouls that changeup down off the dirt and off the leg on a bounce. Giants behind 3-0 in the 6th. Gallen is about to throw his 89th pitch of the night. And here it is. Curveball lunged at and topped foul just off to the right. So he fought that one off. 2-2 the count. Elliot Ramos on deck. Michael Conforto due up third. Pitch count may be ultimately what gets Gallen in this one. Here's his windup. He throws. And he's low and outside with a changeup. And it's a full count, 3-2. Yaz taking a timeout. This will be the 10th pitch to him. Here it is. And he gets jammed on that cutter and was able to somehow make contact in desperation. rolling it ever so slowly foul off to the right. Again, the windup. 3-2 pitch. And a little chopper up the first base side, and it goes foul. 50 feet from home plate, and it was Gallen who first got there, chasing it out, as was the catcher, Herrera, going up the line after it. And as soon as it rolled into foul ground, Gallen swiped at it with a glove to make sure that it stayed foul. And Yaz, hustling up the line, will have to come back to the plate. Try it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Third time up for Yastrzemski. And this will be the 12th pitch. He's seen fastballs, curveballs, cutters, changeups. He's seen them all in this one at bat. Now Gallen again winds. 3-2 pitch. And that is low. A fastball, and he walked it. Man, Yaz earned that walk. 12-pitch battle. And in the Arizona bullpen now, Kevin Ginkel has started to warm up. .93 pitches thrown for Gallen, just starting the 6th inning. Here's the pitch now. Swinging a hard ground ball to third, could be 2. Suarez to second 1, Guillorme to first, and just like that, a double play after a 12-pitch battle by Yaz. Ramos hits the first pitch to third for a tailor-made double play ball. Now Conforto, 2 down, nobody on. And he takes a called strike. Conforto hit one hard in the 3rd inning, a liner, but with a lot of topspin that got caught by Corbin Carroll going back near the warning track in front of the 365 marker. He also has grounded out to short. Now he fouls one back to the screen. He got a high fastball, had a big rip, but fouled it straight back. Now it's 0-2. Well, he had the 12-pitch epic with Yaz and walked him. Just when you're starting to think, well, he may not finish this inning. Now he's, after 3 more pitches, he's 1 strike away from ending the inning. Here's a curve. That is taken low for a ball. 1-2. That's a great example as to why the double play is a huge benefit for a pitcher. Now Gallen again. Throws. Curve, rolled foul off to the right. And I will say Ramos, on his double play ball, he hit the ball hard on the ground, which you don't want to hit it on the ground, but it also was a first pitch curveball. A lot of hitters over the years are not going up there looking for a first pitch curveball, especially from a guy who's got one of the best curveballs in the game. There's a ball too high. And if a guy steals a strike with a first pitch curveball, okay, well, more power to him. It's not a pitch that a lot of guys want to swing at. 2-2 the count to Conforto. Giants without a hit in this game. Conforto swings and misses at a very high fastball. And he looking like the very picture of frustration.
Rookie Adrian Del Castillo in his 2nd Major League game. It's a fly ball to right field, and he's the first player in Diamondbacks history whose first career home run is a walk-off winner. Diamondbacks win it. Unbelievable. His 2nd big league game. That's his 3rd hit tonight. His first Major League home run is a walk-off winner.
Here's the payoff. A high rising drive. This is blasted out of here. Watch out all the way up top. Cal Raleigh with a go-ahead 7th inning grand slam.
Exit velo of 110. That's a home run.
You don't see too many way up there. No. First career grand slam for Cal Raleigh. Nickname of Polar Bear. He sends one deep to right field. Ranging back is Nootbaar at the wall. There it is. History for Pete Alonso.
200. Just the fourth Met all time to hit the mark. And he slashes the Cardinal lead in half.
200 home runs, on his way for many, many more.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Visit Freedman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill to see the full selection of Thermador appliances during their 1-2 free event. Save up to $9,000 with qualifying purchase. You can see all the Thermador appliances displayed in live working vignettes at Freedman's Appliance.
This is Giants Baseball on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
3-0 Arizona, ball one inside to Perdomo. We go to the seventh. Here's Dave Fleming.
Thank you, John. So Perdomo takes ball two.
What?
That's it. I felt like that didn't need any more embellishment.
Yeah, and a little disgust.
Ball three.
Oh, sorry. I added the disgust.
Yeah, that was appropriate.
Chagrin.
Now, Bivens, he's been real good. He's given the Giants 3 innings out of the bullpen, but he walks Perdomo on 4 pitches. That fastball was not close. So a leadoff walk here in the 7th. The Giants, because of Bivens, they've been able to hang around in this game. They're only down 3-0, despite the fact that they don't have a hit, not one.
After this half inning, it will be the 7th inning stretch, sponsored by Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Here's Jock Peterson. He takes a ball outside. So it could be that Bivens, he's only thrown 42 pitches now, so it's 37 pitches through 3 innings, but it could be that he's hit some sort of wall because his command is not the same. And he misses outside here with a changeup, 2-0.
Well, that's 5 pitches in a row, not a strike.
6 pitches now.
6 in a row. Well, that's right, 4 pitches for the ball.
Yeah, we kept that rule for tonight.
Yeah. Okay.
Perdomo started, stopped, and Jock takes, a fastball just 91 miles an hour, like it just easing it over there, and he got the call. So the count is 2-1. By the way, 3-0 Diamondbacks. The pitch. Peterson swings and misses. Jock right through a 2-1 cutter. We're getting a camera shot in the Diamondbacks dugout as we were noticing that the bullpen is still sort of bustling for the D-backs. And we saw Zach Gallen take his hat off, take the pitch comm device out of his hat, hand it to one of the pitching coaches, and put his hat on the back of the dugout seat. So I think he's done. 6 innings, no hits, but I don't believe he's going to continue. Here's a foul. Jock Peterson took a big swing, fouled it off to the left.
Well, I think a lot of managers who even might be inclined to give a guy a chance to pitch a no-hitter, but if he's at 100 pitches after 6 innings, so his chances of getting through 9 with a no-hitter are not good.
Throw to first. Perdomo dives back safely.
I mean, you might be looking at 130 pitches or more at best if he were to stay in and try to go for that no-hitter.
Two. Jock rolls one on the ground and through. Man, he just hooked a soft ground ball, but nobody was there. Perdomo comes around second. The throw from Matos goes all the way to third. Jock Peterson stays at first, even though the throw went way over the cutoff man. So Matos's throw was not a real good one. It doesn't cost the Giants anything. Perdomo, maybe what enticed Matos to actually go ahead and make that throw, Perdomo was stumbling as he came around second. I don't know if Matos noticed that or not, but Diamondbacks now have first and third, nobody out, and looking to add to their 3-0 lead. Josh Bell is the hitter. From the left side against Bivens. He takes Outside, ball one. Well, you got to give Jock some credit. That's his first hit of the game, but he hit it 82 miles an hour, just kind of a routine-looking ground ball, but Luciano was positioned closer to second in more double play positioning. Here's a ground ball toward Luciano. He'll field, go to second one. Fitzgerald to first, got him double play. But coming in to score is Perdomo. So that's a spot where the double play becomes a productive play. Diamondbacks now lead 4-0. And it was well handled by the Giants middle infield, Luciano and Fitzgerald. No run batted in for Bell, although it's the 7th inning. You lead by 3, you add an extra run. That's a valuable play for his team. He doesn't get credit for a run batted in, but I think the Diamondbacks are pleased to make sure they get that one home. Here's ball one to Jake McCarthy.
Longtime big leaguer, a one-time Giant. 1982, Reggie Smith was long advocating for an RBI in that kind of a play.
Here's a changeup low, ball two.
And Reggie, he didn't just wanted it always to be scored as an RBI, but he said, hey, let's say your team's down by a run. You hit the double play ball to get the tying run home, or it's a tie game, you get the go-ahead run home. That should be an RBI.
Here's a strike, a fastball, 2-1.
But you make a good case that it should be an RBI there. It's almost like an RBI guy gets punished. You hit a double play, you must be punished.
I don't like that. 2-1 is a strike, 2-2.
He could have been swinging for the hips for a 3-run homer and ended up popping out or striking out, getting nobody home. But he put the ball in play and got that run home, as you say. That's big. The Giants have to get the bases loaded now just to send the possible tying run up.
2-2 to Jake McCarthy. With 2 down and nobody on, he rolls one softly to second. Luciano comes in, fields, and throws out the speedy McCarthy. That is out number 3. So Bivens gives up the run there, and he's disappointed. Lead on.
It's the great mascot race. Here we go. And they're on. They're neck and neck. Look at them go. The crowd is going wild. It's the home stretch. Who will win? It's the play and the great. It's Wally. Congratulations on winning the great mascot race.
The Phillies than anybody else. That one's out to left. That's pretty well hit. Hernandez is going back on the run out to the scoreboard, and it is gone! Swinging a hot shot out toward right center field. That's got a chance. It is gone! Out to center field. That one's well hit. Going back as Pages. It is gone! He's hit one to left. He's hit one to right. And now he hits one to center field.
And he's going. The throw down is late. The Atlanta Braves career stolen base record belongs to Ronald Acuna Jr. That's number 190.
I'm wondering if he knows he's in a pretty deep conversation over there, and the fans giving him the ovation that he deserves, almost if someone told him, hey, man, take a look at the big board. You are now the boss of stolen bases here in Atlanta.
Up to 99.9% of bacteria. Own the kitchen like a Bosch at Friedman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill or at friedmansappliance.com.
Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. We're a full-service facility, fluent in service and speed. Go to speedyoil.com/free gas to enter for a chance to win free gas for a year. Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Full service, total trust. No purchase necessary. See website for details, restrictions, and exclusions.
This is Miller and Fleming on KNBR FM and AM, the sports leader.
The top of the 7th inning, by the way, was sponsored, as always, by Cache Creek Casino Resort. Got lucky sevens in your future. Here's a pitch for your next weekend getaway. Head to Cache Creek Casino Resort. Your getaway awaits. Tyler Fitzgerald takes a fastball from the new pitcher. Kevin Ginkel takes over, even though Zach Allen never gave up a hit. Diamondbacks lead 4-0. Giants still looking for their first hit. Fitzgerald's 0 for 2. Ginkel throws, and Fitzgerald ground ball up the middle, base hit. So the first non-Zach Gallen batter gets the first hit of the game, Tyler Fitzgerald. And Giants fans celebrate that just to make sure they didn't see any history for the Diamondbacks tonight. On a night where the Cubs pitched a combined no-hitter. But the Diamondbacks will not. Tyler Fitzgerald just a clean single right back through. So here's Lamont Wade Jr. And for the Giants, that extra run in the top of this inning changes it a little bit. Here's ball one to Wade. But despite it all, they're still in the game. It's only a 4-run deficit. So we'll see if maybe they can put some pressure on Ginkel and the D-backs. Get a run on the board. The 1-0 pitch. Off the outside, 2-0. Ginkel, who last year when the Diamondbacks charged to the World Series, shocked everybody and won the pennant. Ginkel was maybe the key guy in the bullpen for them in the playoffs. He was awesome. 2-0 pitch. Wade hits a high foul off to the left. Man, Lamont is so unlike Wade, and it just tells you how out of sorts he is as a hitter right now. Ahead of the count, 2-0. That was a pitch several inches off the outside, and he just kind of slapped at it and poked it foul. It's like a 2-strike kind of swing. 2-1. Wade takes one right in there. 2-2. Just caught in between right now. 2-2 to Wade. Fitzgerald leading away from first. Bell holding him on. Ginkel coming set. Pitches. Wade hits a high drive. Deep right field. It is gone into San Francisco Bay. A splash for Lamont Wade Jr. And the Giants are down just 2. It's 4-2. Gets Zach Gallen out of the game, and the offense comes to life immediately. Well, that's great to see from Lamont. The power's been missing. His 6th home run of the year. And indeed it is. The fans just saw it up on the big video board. They showed a replay. A ball landing on the fly in the water. A splash hit for Wade. Here's a low fastball, but called a strike to Luis Matos. So the Giants, they came from behind last night and almost stole one from the Diamondbacks, trying to do it again tonight. Matos takes outside, ball 1. And that was no cheap home run from Lamont Wade. Get you our home run distance here momentarily. He hit it 412 feet, Wade did. Here's a strike right on the outside corner. The home run tracker sponsored by Comcast Business. We're ready when you are to unlock what's possible for your business. Comcast Business, powering possibilities. Diamondbacks 4, Giants 2. Last of the 7th. Back-to-back hits. Matos rolls one on the ground. Foul. That's the 6th career splash hit for Lamont, that's a pretty good number. There haven't been that many Giants with more than that. Here's a swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt. Man, a slider, and Matos tried to hold up, but that pitch totally tied him up. 1 out for Luciano. I mean, Bonds has by far the most for the Giants. Wade last year hit the 100th in the history of this park by a Giant. That was a big landmark splash home run. So now Luciano, 1 out, bases empty. Marco started and somehow held up on a slider, ball 1. And Bonds has the most. Belt has a decent number. Pablo Sandoval has a good number. And Wade might be right behind those 3. Here's a strike at the knees. Luciano took that fastball. It's 1-1. Camilo Doval is up in the Giants bullpen. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Luciano swings and foul tips this slider. Strike 2. We'll make the Wade home run the drive of the game. Sponsored by your Bay Area Chevy dealers. Visit BayAreaChevroletDealers.com. 2 runs in for the Giants. 1-2 pitch in the dirt with a slider. 2-2. Kevin Ginkel comes set, throws. Luciano drives this one foul. There's a fastball down the middle. That's been the swing for Luciano. He's got tons of power to center and right center, so he can hit home runs the other way. 2-2. He takes this one low. 3-2. And maybe part of the strategy is, as he works to stay in the strike zone, see the ball a little longer, see it deeper, but his swing right now is really geared towards right field. 3-2. Luciano takes strike 3 called. Fastball, 2 down. Up comes Brett Wisely. Have a happy Thursday with a BOGO ticket offer. Giants fans age 21 and over can purchase buy one, get one tickets for upcoming Thursday games, courtesy of Happy Thursday. Purchase BOGO tickets for tomorrow versus the Diamondbacks, or next Thursday versus the Brewers. There's a pitch in the dirt. Ball 1 to Wisely. sfgiants.com/Happy Thursday. Wisely 0 for 1 with a walk. Patrick Bailey's come out on deck as a possible pinch hitter for Casale. Wisely pulls this one foul. That Ginkel slider, that's really the pitch that he used in leading the way for the Diamondbacks bullpen last postseason. A.J. Puck is in the Diamondbacks bullpen, left-hander getting loose. Wisely swings and misses. 96-mile-an-hour fastball, 1-2. Ginkel gets the sign he wants from Herrera. Comes set, 1-2. Wisely fouls it straight back out of play. On the Toyota out-of-town scoreboard, Dodgers trailing 8-1, bottom 8. Over across the bay, we can see the lights of the Coliseum. The Mariners leading the A's 11-2 in the top of the 7th. And the Padres were down 5-0. They've come back to tie the Tigers 5-5, bottom 6 in San Diego. 1-2. Wisely serves one into center, but it's hanging for McCarthy, who comes in and makes the catch. That was a good swing and a good at bat from Wisely, but nothing to show for it. He lines out, and the inning is over. But the Giants get their first 2 hits of the game, and they turn those into 2 runs. Lamont Wade Jr.'s splash hit makes it 4-2.
Well hit deep right. The power of De La Cruz. 4 extra base hits. He just crushed his second homer of the game. What a souvenir. Reds get one back in a big way. His 3rd career multi-home run game.
Here's a high fly ball off of the bat of Jarren Duran. That one will leave the yard and give the American League its first lead of the night. Boy, this dream season for Jarren Duran continues here with a home run in the All-Star game.
He's a man that has power and speed, a lot of speed. The Boston Red Sox got really athletic with their lineup. It's why they're succeeding, and he's going to be a huge part of the success in the second half.
And now he hits a high drive left center field. And jumping at the wall and making the catch is Dalton Varsho. Holy cow!
Dalton Varsho with absolute robbery at the left field wall. Rodriguez takes his cap and points out to the left fielder. 1 down.
Sunday morning at 8 a.m. on KNBR. Turn outcomes into income.
Now back to the Orange and Black on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Camilo Doval takes over from the Giants bullpen, 4-2. Giants trailing 8th inning. Here's John Miller.
And Doval's first pitch, a fastball off the outside. Ball 1 to Pavin Smith. 4-2, Arizona leading. Smith knocked in the 4th Arizona run with a long home run into the visiting bullpen in right center. Now he takes just a little bit high, so Camilo is behind 2-0. So now the Giants need a shutdown inning here to keep that momentum in their dugout after their 2-run 7th. Now Doval with a slider in there for a called strike. Smith has also clobbered a line shot that was caught by a leaping Lamont Wade Jr. at first and struck out. Now he takes low with a slider, 3-1. Well, Doval, this is part of what he'd been working on, because it's not uncommon for him to come in having a hard time throwing strikes from the bullpen. Now he pitches, and he misses badly with a slider there. So he walks the first hitter. Now, the D-backs have a few guys who are excellent, speedy base runners, but Pavin Smith is not in that list. Smith has not attempted a steal this year. But here is Eugenio Suarez, who is red hot. And he takes up and in. So Doval just can't throw a strike. And that sinker was at 96, not at 100, which we're used to seeing, 99, 100, 101. He delivers, and a fastball. Well, now he's getting squeezed. Wolcott has had a propensity for that. If you're not throwing strikes, even when you throw one, he's not calling it. So 2-0. That was in the in the periphery of the strike zone. Could have been called one. Now he does hit the inside edge on the black at 97 with a cutter, and that is called a strike. 2-1 now to the very powerful and very hot Eugenio Suarez, who has a home run tonight. There goes the runner. Doval had not even broken from his stretch yet. And then almost like everybody's jumping up and screaming, the runner's going, and Camilo ended up throwing an ephus pitch. So the steal when he just did not pay any attention at all to him. Now there's a swing, and there's a drive into deep center field, going way back there, all the way back at the wall, hits the top of the wall and comes back to Yastrzemski. Now tagging up on the play was Pavin Smith, so he goes to third and then stops. So things have started badly and very quickly have escalated to much worse for Doval in this one. And for Camilo, he went back to the minors to work on throwing strikes and also work on holding base stealers. So none of that has been present in his start here. He walked the first hitter, and Pavin Smith had the easiest, or his only steal attempt this year, and they didn't even make a play on him. He had such a jump. Now here's a cutter on the outside at 99 for a called strike to Guillorme. The Giants infield is in. Doval into his stretch, delivers. And he's low and inside with another cutter. 1 ball, 1 strike. A couple of nasty cutters here. 1 for a strike, 1 for a ball. D-backs have 2 men on, and the Giants are fortunate that they don't have a run home already. There's a slider, swung on and missed, strike 2. That was a good one. Started in the strike zone and then broke down and out of the zone. But the ball to center field hit the very top of the wall and came back on the field. Now here is a swinging strike 3, a 91 mile an hour slider. So he gets Guillorme. And that will bring up Herrera at the bottom of the batting order here. Giants have action going in their bullpen once again. And now here comes pitching coach Brian Price out to the mound. You've got the left-handed hitting, or a switch hitting catcher, Herrera, who will bat left-handed.
Taylor Rogers warming up in the bullpen, and so I think there is some strategy involved here, particularly because we know Herrera likes to bunt. We saw him bunt earlier in the game. So with Camilo, who's just never been a good fielding pitcher, I think there's extra incentive to make sure everybody's on the same page and knows what to do in case of a bunt. And also, Taylor Rogers warming up at the pen, Corbin Carroll on deck. I think that if the inning gets to Carroll, I think the Giants are buying some time so they can get Taylor ready for the next hitter.
The infield will remain in. So here is Herrera and the pitch. Swing and a miss. And again, that slider. He's gotten 3 straight swings of that low slider. Strikes 2 and 3 against Guillorme. Now strike 1 from Herrera, who now asks for timeout. Herrera had a sacrifice bunt in the second inning and reached base on a throw in the dirt by Birdsong. He's grounded out to second and struck out since. The pitch. Another slider. This one he takes down and in. 1-1 the count. In the Arizona bullpen, the left-hander A.J. Puck is warming up. The Giants are trailing 4-2 here in the 8th inning. The D-backs with runners at second and third and 1 out. Doval sets, throws. Swing and a miss. Another slider. 91 miles an hour. He got a little extra bite on that harder slider. Now 1-2, and he really would like to get that strikeout again. Doval ready, delivers, and a slider taken. Too low, and the count is 2-2. He has thrown all sliders so far here to Herrera, and he's had him swinging and missing at a couple of them. Here's Doval, set. Here's the pitch, and that slider is up and away. I don't know that that's exactly what he was trying to do. Maybe a little backdoor slider is a little change of pace, but now he needs a strike. It's 3-2, and he throws. A little dribbler up the first base side. In for it is Wade, and he has no play on Smith, who was running on contact, and Wade, 45 feet from the plate, tags Herrera out coming up the line. So Doval pitching for the strikeout, but he couldn't get it. The ball was hit so poorly that Wade had no play at the plate, and now it is 5-2 Arizona. So that leadoff walk has sure enough turned into a run. The walk plus the double by Suarez. Suarez now at third, and here is Corbin Carroll. And he takes way off the outside with a cutter. Carroll has walked and scored a run, the first run of the game. He has hit into a force play and stolen a base, popped out to the catcher, and flied out deep to right. 1-0 pitch. And that fastball is in there, right down the middle with some cut to it at 97 miles an hour. 1 ball and 1 strike. Doval brings his hands together above the belt, throws. Little chopper hit high in the air up the first base side, and Doval boots it, picks it back up, and throws to first too late. Now, that ball might well have gone foul, and I think Doval thought, well, I can get him out here, but you have to field the ball cleanly to get a guy out like Corbin Carroll. Ball came on a very high hop, and he got to the foul line to field it, and he muffed it. Reached out for it and hit right off the fingertips of his glove. Both of those runs right back. So now Taylor.
Rookie Adrian Del Castillo in his second major league game. It's a fly ball to right field, and he's the first player in Diamondbacks history whose first career home run is a walk-off winner. Diamondbacks win it. Unbelievable. his second big league game. That's his third hit tonight. His first Major League home run is a walk-off winner.
But if you go immediately and throw that changeup, it would be absolutely nasty.
2-2. He struck him out. There's the changeup. Tarek Skubal hangs on to the lead.
Got him. Changeup down. Strikeout number 12 matches the career high for Tarek Skubal. Head to the 8th inning. Tigers hold on to a 2-1 lead.
4 runs so far through 3 2/3. This ball skied into left field. That'll send Austin Hayes back. He's near the wall. He looks up. It's gone. That ball scalded to center field. Jordan crushes one to straightaway center. Chazzy Fizz followed up by Jordan with a smash to center. 3 in a row. The big man is on fire. 3 straight home runs. A laser beam over the wall in center.
GoSheriff.org. So the pitching change here for the Giants brings in the left-hander Taylor Rogers against the switch hitter Geraldo Perdomo, who forgot that now he has to bat right-handed. He had to go back and get the other helmet. Josh Bell helped him out, another Diamondback switch hitter. So Rogers ready to go for the 56th time this year. Carroll at first, 2 down and 2 runs in.
So here's Rogers, and the switch hitter batting right-handed lofts a high foul off the right field line and back out of play. Strike 1 to Geraldo Perdomo. I was like you. I thought a misplay by Doval, but the official score gave Corbin Carroll a base hit and a run batted in. Now the pitch, bunted at, foul into the batter's box area, back hitting off the catcher, and the count is 0-2. Now that play, it was not going to be an easy play, even if Camilo had fielded the ball cleanly. He was right on the foul line at the point where he was trying to field it. But at that moment, Carroll was still 40 feet away from first base. I don't see how they could call that a hit. There's a curveball way outside and high, and a pop from his catcher's crouch, rising to his feet, and a lunging backhanded catch of that would-be wild pitch by Casale. 1-2 the count to Perdomo, who's had 2 walks and a run scored in this game. Otherwise 0-2. There goes Carroll. The ball is yanked foul down the left field line and well back into the lower deck beneath the overhang. Anyway, I didn't think there was much of a question about it, but now if he had caught the ball and then made the throw to first and threw it wildly, or okay, that could be an error. Or if he had trouble, there goes the runner. The throw goes to Wade at first, and Wade, it was a low throw, and he had a hard time catching it. Then his hurried throw to second is wild and goes by Luciano, who was covering, and backed up by the shortstop Fitzgerald. But Taylor Rogers had him picked off, and then he made a low pickoff throw to Wade, who had come off the bag to get a better angle, but had to reach down to his right and shin high. And then he threw the ball in the dirt to second base in his hurried effort to get him. It scored as a steal for Carroll. Now there's a ball way outside, and it's 2-2 to Perdomo. Well, you'll see things like that more often with teams that force the action with base stealers and lots of speed on the base paths. Now Rogers with a spin move towards second. Luciano broke toward the bag, and Carroll went back. No throw was made. Kind of a nightmarish inning here. The one guy who really hit the ball well was Suarez. There goes Carroll. The pitch is swung on and popped up out near second base, and the shortstop Fitzgerald calls off Luciano and makes the catch. But not a good inning. 2 runs for the D-backs after the Giants had just scored 2. They got him right.
Ground ball up the middle. Polanco smothers, flips it out of the glove. Rehot's a bare hand. In time, the double play of the year. How can you not smile about that one? It's a terrific play all the way around. Wasn't sure he's going to get to it. The flip, barehanded, and then able to get the throw off to finish the double play. Yeah, Logan likes it.
1 on, 2 out. 1-1. Ohtani unleashes high into the Friday night sky and gone. Boy, does he look good in Dodger blue. Number 22 and a 2-0 lead. Ohtani's 7th home run in his last 11 games. It's a beautiful thing. Wow, that ball was crushed. My goodness. In the air, out to left and deep. Marsh to the wall. There it is. 300 home runs for Andrew McCutchen. A milestone here in Pennsylvania. It's been 236 days. And there it is. A hat tip to you for all the thrills. Andrew McCutchen.
Sports action. Download Prize Picks and use code LEADER and get $50 instantly when you play $5. Prize Picks. Run your game.
Giants fans, stream the sports leader on the all-new KNBR app. Now back to the orange and black.
Well, some changes for the Diamondbacks. A.J. Puck comes in, the left-hander. New center fielder is Jorge Barrosa, and McCarthy moves from center to left. 6-2 Diamondbacks.
And a swinging strike one by the pinch hitter, Patrick Bailey, batting for Casale. And batting from the right side. They bring the left-hander in. Here's the 1-strike pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 96-mile-an-hour fastball off the outside. Oh-2 pitch. Up and away with a fastball. 1-2. So the D-backs still with an infield of Bell, Guillorme, Perdomo, and Suarez from first to third, but McCarthy in left and Barrosa in center with Carroll in right. And there is strike 3. So an 85-mile-an-hour slider to get the swinging third strike against Bailey. And now Mark Canha pinch hits for Yastrzemski. And ball one off the outside. 6-2. The D-backs are leading. Here is a slider that comes back over the outside corner for a called strike. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. 97-mile-an-hour fastball. And the outer half of the plate up about belt high. Canha couldn't quite catch up to it. Facing a guy who was a teammate of his with Oakland for a while. Now a ball that is just could have been called strike 3 on the inside, a 96-mile-an-hour fastball, but called a ball. 2-2. Giants have only 2 hits in this game, but with those 2 hits, they have 2 runs. Now a swing and a miss. Fastball under the hand, strike 3. Yastrzemski lifted for the pinch hitter here with the left-hander in. Yaz did not hit a home run tonight. He struck out twice and walked once. Yaz had homered in his last 2 games and also had hit 4 home runs in his last 8 games. Now the pitch to Ramos, and he chases. Fastball off the outside, strike 1. Ramos is fouled out to third, grounded out to short, and grounded into a double play. Right-handed hitter. Now he swings again at a man. He's, I guess, just not picking the ball up well out of the hand of Puck. He just swung at a slider in the dirt on the inside after the fastball several inches off the outside, and it's 0-2. The pitch. Struck him out swinging, and another high fastball away, and never saw a strike. Puck strikes out the side.
He will scamper in to score. And there's a shot down the line. He hooks that one all the way to the track.
They have a day, Sadon. Double, then clears them.
And that ball is out of here. What a day for Sadon Rafaela. There's a drive. That one sucked. Dbacks will score. 7 RBIs for Sadon Rafaela.
There he goes, taking off for third, swing and miss, trouble on the transfer. He claims third base. It's a new Reds record for swipes before the break, and that's 15 times he has taken third.
Left-handed hitter, guy that's really fast throwing the ball to third base, but the speed of Ellie De La Cruz makes you rush. Trouble getting it out of his glove, the Ellie effect.
John and Dave on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Canna stays in to play left. Ramos is now in center. Bailey now doing the catching. Taylor Rogers still pitching for the Giants. It's the 9th inning, and they trail the Diamondbacks 6-2.
Jock Peterson lifted for Randall Grichuk here. Jock had been the DH with the right-handed pitchers in there. Now the lefty, Taylor Rogers, and he throws a called strike to the pinch hitter for Jock, Randall Grichuk. Grichuk had a great game last night, had 2 home runs. Now he swings at a slider down and in, tops it foul. Back behind the plate, strike 2. Grichuk, .284 average, 8 home runs for the year now. The 0-2 pitch, hit high and foul off to the right, out of play. The call of the game, the home run by Lamont Wade Jr. into San Francisco Bay. Sponsored by Ring Central, AI First Communications you can trust. 0-2 pitch is fouled back to the screen. High fastball there from Taylor Rogers. The 0-2 offering. Little bouncer hits softly toward short. Charged by Fitzgerald. He's got it and throws him out at first. 1 away. Zach Gallen went the first 6 of the D-backs tonight. Gave up no runs and no hits, although he did walk 4 and threw 100 pitches, so they took him out. The Jazz got 2 runs on 2 hits against Ginkel, who came in for the 7th inning. Fitzgerald singled the Giants' first hit of the night, and then Wade followed with a long home run to right that got wet. Now there's ball 1 too high to Josh Bell. Bell, a switch hitter, batting right-handed. He is 1 for 4. And he takes the curveball low, 2-0. Bell has hit a ground ball to center for a single to knock in the first Arizona run of the night. He's flied out deep to left. Struck out, and then he grounded into a double play, but that got a run home his last time. That was the 4th Arizona run. And he takes inside for a ball. 3-0 the count. We're in the 9th inning, and Arizona is holding a 6-2 lead. And there's ball 4, up and away. A 1-out walk. And for the Giants, we were mentioning all the walks allowed by Arizona starter Zach Gallen. 4 walks in his 6 innings, which is a lot for him. 3 of them came in succession with 2 down in the 2nd inning. But for the Giants, that is the 8th walk allowed. Now here is Jake McCarthy, and a curveball in for a strike, 0-1. McCarthy has struck out looking. He's singled, hit a comebacker, and grounded out to second. He gets a ground ball to short, fielded by, well, not fielded by Fitzgerald. Now he dives on the ball as it bounced away from him, and back toward the infield grass. He dives on it, and on the ground makes a flip to second. Luciano covering in time to get the force out on Bell. And he kind of waited for that ball. And I think he was figuring it was safer. The guy who hit it, McCarthy, you're not going to double him up if you're waiting like that. And he almost ended up not getting anybody out. So 2 down, and here is Jorge Barrosa. And he takes a sinker at 91 miles an hour for ball 1. But you get the 1 out on the play like that. That's probably the prime expectation with a fast guy like McCarthy running, is that you're just going to get the 1 anyway. Because it was not a bullet on a couple of really quick hops right at him. It was more of a chopper. 1-1 the count. Runner at first, and the pitch. Ground ball, third base side, foul. Dbacks have 2 right-handers warming up in their bullpen. Dylan Floro, the veteran, and the young flamethrower, Justin Martinez. Barrosa, who came on to play center field in the Giants' 8th inning, now in Pavin Smith's spot, and he pulls this one foul right at the Giants' dugout. Taylor Rogers ready, and he throws. Ground ball to short, hit sharply. Fitzgerald over to second, with Luciano covering for the force out on McCarthy. Inning over. So the Giants need 4 runs to tie.
Ground ball up the middle. Polanco smothers, flips it out of the glove. Rehot's a bare hand. In time, the double play of the year. How can you not smile about that one? It's a terrific play all the way around. Wasn't sure he's going to get to it. The flip, barehanded, and then able to get the throw off to finish the double play. Yeah, Bogan likes it.
2-2. And a high towering fly ball left center. That's pretty well hit. Ramos to the track and wall. That ball is gone. A 2-run homer for Goldschmidt. Number 350 in his career.
This is a guy that has an idea of what he's looking for. That's number 10 on this season for Goldie. And as you mentioned, number 350 in the career of Paul Goldschmidt.
Maybe that swing. Drives it in the air. Deep left center. Judge leaping. And he made the catch. Oh, Aaron Judge. What a play. He does it all. And there's the double play. Send him to Monument Park now.
What a double play by the Yankee defense, and What a catch by the captain! What a way to end the inning!
Cheese.com or visit your nearest Amici's location, including Pier 39, and catch the action on their big screen TVs. So whether you choose to order in or dine out while catching this weekend's football action, Amici's delivers.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at Progressive.com.
Back to Orange and Black Bats Kraken on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Well, one quick update on the Toyota out-of-town scoreboard. They're in the 7th inning in San Diego, 5-5. Padres and the Tigers. The Toyota out-of-town scoreboard. Toyota, let's go places.
So here is Justin Martinez, and he throws a 100-mile-an-hour sinker. The ball one to Michael Conforto. He's the closer. Great stuff. Now he throws a fastball under the hands on the inside at 99. Bounced foul behind the plate. And it's interesting because this is not a rule book save situation, but Torey Lovullo, I guess, is looking at it as if it is a save situation. Now here's a slider, and he's got such a nasty slider, and a swinging strike two. Breaking down and in.
I think a lot of these guys, once the closer starts to warm, he's coming in. You could ask a follow-up question. Well, why is he warming up when you're up 4? But
yeah, they didn't add on in the 9th inning. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball too high. 2-2.
I mean, they had 2 pitchers warming up. Like, okay, if it stays 4, we're bringing in the closer. If it goes to 5, we'll bring in Floro.
I guess, because they were both throwing. 2-2 pitch. Slider in the dirt. 3-2. But some managers would not do it that way. It's not a rule book save anyway. And having him pitch tonight with a 4-run lead means probably he's not going to pitch tomorrow. And he misses off the outside and he walks Conforto. And I'm not saying it's impossible that he would pitch tomorrow. If he came in here and had a 10-pitch inning or whatever, and then they had a 1-run lead, they wanted him to pitch tomorrow, he might in a pennant race. He's also a great young arm. And I think likely they knew going in, Lovullo knew that if he pitches tonight, he's not going tomorrow. And there's a fastball outside, and it wasn't a fastball, I beg your pardon. It was a slider at 91 miles an hour to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald has had one of the Giants' 2 hits. He got the first one, a single to center in the 7th inning. Now he swings and lines one down the right field line. That's going to be a base hit. It hits the pillar between the first and second archways. Around to third goes Conforto, and into second with a stand-up double, Tyler Fitzgerald. And he smoked that ball.
What's that, about the 4th or 5th opposite field hit now in the last, say, 5 games for Tyler? I think that's a nice positive development because he's being pitched so consistently away. He was burning teams with his pull side power, and I think he's made an adjustment. He's showing teams that he'll beat them if they keep pitching him that way.
Well, and it was interesting because he started him with a slider, and he took it. Now, when the Giants were in Seattle, and they have one of the best starting rotations in the game, either league, he saw almost nothing but sliders, pitch after pitch, at bat after at bat. And mostly it wasn't going well for him. But in this case, a slider away, and he took it. And then a fastball thrown to the same spot, and he jumped on it. So now second and third, here is Lamont Wade Jr., left-handed hitter. And he takes way outside, ball 1. Now, last night was not an easy night for Martinez. He came in to get the final out of the 8th inning and only got that after he gave up an RBI hit. Now, Wade, it's a ground ball up the middle, into center field. Base hit. Conforto scores, and the fleet-footed Fitzgerald is right behind him. And Lamont Wade Jr. has a 4 RBI game. Welcome back, Lamont. And now it is 6-4. And with Wade at first after his 2-run single, Matos comes up, and he is the possible tying run. So here is Matos. He has walked and twice struck out, and he swings and bloops one, but out goes Guillorme from second. He's under it, backpedaling, and makes the catch. So first ball swinging, and Matos pops out for the first out of the inning. A walk to Conforto, a double by Fitzgerald, the 2-run single by Wade. Now 1 out, and here is Luciano. Luciano is still looking for his first major league home run. The pitch to him. Swing and a miss. And he chased that low slider, which is, that pitch can be almost unhittable. Your best bet against it is just not to swing. And probably Luciano just learned that. Here it comes. And now he takes the slider that comes back on the inside corner. He didn't swing at it, but it came back and caught the edge. Strike 2. 6-4, the Giants are trailing. Last of the 9th. The 0-2 pitch. Swing, and there's a high pop fly. Back of third. Suarez going down the line. Now the wind pushes it back into fair territory in shallow left. And he's got it. And that is out number 2. A couple of pop-ups. And with 2 down, here comes Brett Wisely. Wisely has walked, grounded out, and lined out hard to center. And he takes high just off the outside as well with a splitter, a hanging splitter. Justin Martinez at the belt. Here it comes. And a ground ball yanked foul. Another splitter that was down around the knees, and he jumped on it, but he was way out in front of it. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now, there's a high fastball that has not been called a strike very often tonight, and this one gets called a strike at 99 miles an hour. Now Wisely asks for timeout. He's been squeezing guys up there and on the corners all night long, except occasionally, and that was one of those occasions. 1-2 pitch. A wild pitch right over the head of the catcher Herrera to the backstop. He might have just barely gotten the glove on it. But over to second base goes Wade, and it's a 2-2 count to Wisely. Six to 4, the Giants are trailing. Bailey is on deck. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with that nasty splitter on the outside. And the ball game is over. And the Giants make life difficult for Martinez for the second night in a row. He, in these 2 games, has pitched 2 1/3 innings. And the Giants have roughed him up for 3 runs on 5 hits in those 2 1/3 innings. But nonetheless, the D-backs win both games, and tonight's final 6-4. Here is the game summary, sponsored by Rayleigh's and Nob Hill. Save more money on the flavors you love and find better deals for your budget at Rayleigh's and Nob Hill. Arizona ended up with 6 runs on 7 hits, and for the Diamondbacks, it was not the kind of a game that they're used to putting together. They did not do it with a couple of home runs, and then some, a poorly executed 8th inning from Camilo Doval, a leadoff walk, and a muff on a high bouncer and whatnot. So that's just kind of the night it was for the Giants. They did well under duress with lots of traffic on the base paths for this outstanding Arizona lineup, and yet the D-backs win the ball game. 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors, and 9 runners left on. The home runs by Suarez, his 24th, and Pavin Smith also hit one for the 4th run of the night. And for Smith, that was his 4th home run this year. 9 runners left on base by the D-backs. For the Giants, 4 runs, only 4 hits, and they were all by the same 2 hitters. Fitzgerald with a leadoff single in the 7th, followed by Wade's home run, and then Fitzgerald, after a walk to Conforto in the 9th, hit a double to right, and then Wade followed with a single. So Wade knocked in all 4 of the runs, and Fitzgerald scored on each of his RBI hits. The Giants ended up with just 1 hit in 3 at-bats. They didn't have many opportunities with runners in scoring position, to say the least. The Giants made 1 error and left 4 runners on base. The winning pitcher, the Arizona starter, Zach Gallen, who pitched 6 no-hit innings. He is now 11-6, and the loser was Hayden Birdsong, and he is now 3-5. Wade had the Giants' only home run. It was his 6th of the year into San Francisco Bay. 2 hours, 42 minutes, the time of the game, 22,855. The paid attendance. Our on-site producer and engineer has been Darren Chan. Our network coordinator, Greg Silver. And tomorrow, baseball in the sunshine before the Giants hit the road for San Diego. It'll be a 12:45 first pitch, and the weather has been sensational here in San Francisco. Tomorrow, Blake Snell, the National League Pitcher of the Month for his spectacular month of August. He'll be on the mound tomorrow up against the veteran right-hander Merrill Kelly of the D-backs. 12:45, 11:45 with the pregame show on the radio tomorrow. I'm John Miller for Dave Fleming. On behalf of our colleagues, Dwayne Kuiper and Mike Krukow, they'll be joining us very shortly here in the radio booth for the post-game wrap. Stay tuned for that. And thank you for tuning us in. And a reminder once again, the final score, Arizona beats the Giants 6-4. And you've been